Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? Was it ruined like it was ruined for me yesterday with that absolutely shambolic display? But welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City show. Welcome to the Leicester. Sorry, I'm all over the place this morning. Let's start again. Welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City football show. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. So it's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Morning all, how are you? Hope you're well, I hope you're good. Look what they've made me do. First time in a long time when I've been sitting in Alcudia without my Leicester shirt on. That's how embarrassed I am today. I feel embarrassed to be a Leicester fan today. That performance yesterday was the worst I'd seen for a long time. And then poor fans that had travelled up there, 3,000, 3,500 that had gone up there, deserved a lot more than that. And talking about fans that went up there, here's young Reedy. Even Reedy's wearing black today. He's a little bit embarrassed. Is that why? You're a little bit embarrassed, Reedy, to wear the shirt this morning?
No, I'm not embarrassed. Just couldn't be asked to wear it. I did have the effort to put it on, mate, this morning because of how it was last night. Ridiculous.
You didn't have the effort. Did you see the first goal? Were you in your seat?
Yeah, I was there. I was there about 2 minutes before kickoff. I was like getting riled up, ready to go, and then that happens. It's just mental, mate. In my opinion, it didn't feel real. I don't know what happened, as in the fact of it just felt like it just somehow went to them from nowhere. It just felt like it was just the luckiest thing you could ever do. Like, don't get me wrong, the defenders have to do better to defend it, but the way how it went through and how it bounced off their player and then straight into the run of the strike, it just felt so out of control in a way, and it just the worst stop possible. So going into the game 1-0 down within 10 seconds, you've always got to fight back on your hands.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of the people, the rest of the viewers that are watching. Cheers for watching, by the way. I was quite confident. I was looking forward to the game. After that performance against Spurs, I was really looking forward to it. And I thought it wasn't a must not win. It was a must not lose game in my mind. And Rude's presser on Thursday, the intensity had gone up, the training had gone up. And you thought, yeah, great. He's saying all the right words. But then after 6 seconds, after 9 seconds and after 6 minutes, that's just gone out the window completely. I mean, our defence was absolutely shocking, really. I mean, Leicester's defence was just like knife through butter. That's how easy it was. It was just a straightforward knife through butter. It was so easy. It was unbelievable how calm. What are you laughing at?
You've got props in here now, mate. Christ.
But I have been told not to point the knife at anybody because it could be a bit naughty pointing a knife at anybody. So I'm putting the knife to one side now. But yeah, it was just like a knife through butter. The defence, straightforward ball, straight from the start, the normal kind of kickoff, straight to the keeper. The keeper launches it. Soumari's been knocked out the way. The Soumari's a unit. Souma's a unit and a half. and he got knocked out the way by Beanpole Beto. Yes, strikers use their arms and stuff. The ball just went straight through. Faes and Vestergaard were just standing there, like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden they realised. And then the next goal, Tarkowski from the half, in his own half, put the ball through, and Vestergaard was right through the middle. Again, I use my prop again. It was like knife through butter, straight forward like that. How easy do you want our defence to be? It was unbelievable. It was so easy. It was schoolboy football. It was schoolboy errors. Simple as. And then all of a sudden, that was it. Game over. Even at 2-0, I knew the game was over because the heads just went down. There was no... When you score after 6 minutes, after 9 seconds and 6 minutes, you've still got 90 minutes to get back because there's always 5 or 6 minutes injury time. I thought, yeah, there's a chance. If we show a bit of fight, bit of intensity, bit of passion... there was nothing there, though, really. Absolutely nothing there. There was no... I'm not going to use the words not fit to wear the shirts, but I don't think they deserved... The fans didn't get their money's worth, and the players did not deserve to get paid for that shocking performance yesterday. It was awful. I would never say the players are not fit to wear the shirt, but there wasn't an effort shown like there should have been shown in a Premier League game. I don't mind losing 4-0 if there was effort and spirit and fight and passion, and losing to 3 or 4 worldies. But none of them goals were worldies. They were mistakes yet again. That's what Ruud's been brought in to stop. And he hasn't stopped the mistakes. It looks like he hasn't even done anything at all. And what I want to know, the big question is, and I'm going to get probably ripped a new one here, what is the difference between the first 10 games of the season and the last 10 games of the season? Go on, reader. And anybody out there, please try and explain to me. Please prove me wrong. What is the difference? And do not say injured players, because every team has injured players. Sorry.
The difference between the first 12 games with Cooper and now is the fact there's some sort of style and system in play. Like, don't get me wrong.
What style?
No, wait. I'll say this now. Wolves game, yes, we looked awful. Fulham game, yes, we didn't look great.
Palace game, we did look great. Apart from the first
Palace game, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up before it even started, before it even got to half time. So, like, don't get me wrong. There's been some games since Ruud's been in that have been looking awful. But then, I would say Ruud's tactics weren't right, and we got punished for it.
Ben has said the style, getting battered week in, week out. We never looked like shipping goals in.
I wouldn't say battered. There's a few games where we have been.
4-0 Newcastle. 4-0 Newcastle. 4-0 Everton. There was a 3-0 in there. And the Wolves 3-0. There was another 3-0 as well, I think, as well.
2-0. We are a team in the bottom 3, 4, 5 teams now where...
Yeah, but we shouldn't be getting battered. We didn't even look like we were going to get battered last time we got relegated. Yes, we looked like we were going to lose, but we never looked like we were going to get battered.
See, this is where Phil says here, the identity under Cooper was to battle. No, it wasn't. It was to not win a game, basically.
It was to stay in the game. We
never wanted to fight for the win. We just said, as long as we were in the game, it doesn't matter. Like,
it was to stay in the game until the 60th, 70th minute and still have a chance. When was the last time, apart from maybe Spurs, we were actually in a game until the 60th, 70th minute?
Do we not look at all the other games that we haven't mentioned in the fact of Villa, Man City, yes, maybe Liverpool because they're top of the league and they were always going to beat us after being 1-0 up.
No, they weren't always going to beat us.
No, but the performances for me were there in all these games, but because of the quality of the teams, they had too much for us. Like against Man City, we should have got something out of it. Against Villa, we should have got something out of it without mistake. Like these games, we should have more points off. If we're just looking at all the really, really bad ones, like yesterday or Wolves, which we've gone, yeah, it's not good enough. But
I'm picking on Ben now. If only we appointed David Moyes. Correct. David Moyes has won 3 games on the bounce. We've only won 4 games all season. Look at the influence he's had. Look at the influence he could have had back then.
It's annoying because I'm still backing Rude, and I don't know what people want in a way of, some people might not like his football. Some people, I couldn't stand Cooper's football because there was no style or plan of attack or anything. It felt like the players were just running around the pitch passing and didn't have a clue how to even go
We were
forward.
3-0. Right, you're saying they were just running around the pitch and passing. We were 3-0 down just before half time. I think it was the 40th minute. I can't remember the exact time. 38, 40th minute, something like that. We were 3-0 down at just before half time. 5 minutes of injury time, and we're still playing it round the back. We're still tippy-tapping round the back. We're not going for it. We're still keeping it. Vestergaard to Winks to Faze to Vestergaard to Justin.
What do you want? Just to boot the ball up and out for the best?
I'd rather actually go and have a go at it instead of just keep the ball. Oh, we're 3-0 down. Oh, we're losing it.
You can't look good in every game, as in the fact of,
I'm not saying look good. I'm saying at least give it a go. Ipswich don't look good, but they give it a go most games.
But I'd say the majority of these games that Rude's managed have looked decent. We've just not got the points out of it. Spurs is the first game that we actually looked decent and we got a result out of. Man City, we should have got a result out of. Yes, we lost. And then there is games where I will admit, the likes of Wolves, the likes of Fulham, the likes of Everton yesterday, we weren't good at all. I get that. But for me, I will blame Rude to say that he obviously got the tactical battle wrong and he didn't get it right plan-wise.
See, like Jane says, we play football every week in the wrong areas. Yes, we play all this pretty football. I've seen you, Nick. I'll let you get settled in. We play all this pretty football at the back and in the middle, but in the final third, we have nothing. We have absolutely nothing. Times yesterday, the balls were going down the wings, and where did it end up? 2 passes later, in the back of the with Hermansen. Hermansen had it 2 passes later after being in a prime position. The first thought of our midfielders and our wingers is to go backwards. Tell me what good football that is. Tell me what that is all about.
It's odd because I'm seeing comments here saying, "Oh, we won last week. How have we gone backwards?" Like, I'm not. I don't want to try and back. I don't want to kind of defend the performance yesterday. It was bad, but the way it even came to it being, like, say, I was confident on the bus going there. I was confident before I got to the game.
I was,
and it was more the fact of how it happened. Like, I don't know who to blame for the goals. Like, I felt like the first one, for me, in my opinion, was very fortunate in there in the way they got the ball and scored it. The second one, again, was a bad ball over, but it wasn't like, whose fault was it? Because it felt like maybe the defensive line was just not there. It was just a bit too far back, and it caught us on guard. Whose fault was it?
Let's just bring Nick and Ryan's here. Ryan's here as well. Let's bring Ryan in as well. Morning, lads. How are you? You good?
Good morning.
We're all not wearing. What shirt you got, Ryan, on? That's not a Leicester shirt, is it, pal?
No, I just couldn't bring myself to wear it after yesterday.
Nor could I. Before we go any further, I want to start with you, Nick. Please tell me what is going on here.
The same thing that's been going on all season.
What is he saying to him?
I just don't know, mate. But Reedy says he couldn't pinpoint the problems for the goals and stuff like that. Well, if you rewatch it, the second goal, for example, that ball for Beto is sliced through the middle of both Fass and Vestergaard. Both not the fastest, and both exactly. I'm not being funny, but where was the marking? And you get caught out the first goal after 10 seconds just to oof it up and a lucky bounce, and that's it. They're through again. What were they doing? Were they waiting for like the bus or something? Because there was no effort in there. I don't want to see Fass in a Leicester City shirt again, let alone Vestergaard. We've got just over 36 hours to go in the window. You've got Top and Rudkin in the stands yesterday. Where are the players?
Nick, Where are they? Ben said that 40-year-old Ashley Young looks good. That's what Rudkin's saying to. That's what Rudkin's saying to Top.
Yeah. The scary thing is, it's probably right.
Nick, well, yeah. Wayne said at least we're getting paid. Ryan, you were on last night. You vanished for a few minutes. You never got your full say last night.
No, I didn't.
Adrian saying, "Oh, can't sack me. I'm untouchable." That's probably what he was saying to him. Go on then, Ryan. What were your thoughts on yesterday?
I've calmed down now after yesterday, so I could get a bit more of surprisingly, I haven't, but I have a little bit. But that performance yesterday just stank. Really, it's just like what we've seen before on a few occasions this season. Like it just seemed like that. I used this couple of words yesterday. Like it looked like the players didn't even give a toss, and every single goal that went in, it's almost like there was no communication, there's no talking or anything. They're just almost like they gave up completely, almost.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I was reading some of the comments there. Yeah, I do believe it looks, and I agree with that. The players have down, not maybe that, yeah, probably, I'm going to say it looks like they've down tools yet again. A lot of players, a lot of fans said it about Cooper. They all down tools for Cooper. And I honestly think it's the same.
But what's happened in 6 days, though, Jamie? If you put 6 days between that Spurs performance and what we got, what Reedy got served up to watch, how's it gone from that to what we were witnessing yesterday? I don't.
Well, it sums up the mindset of the
happened?
Players. It sums up the mindset because they are so.
But they should be on
a.
Let's be fair. They should be on a high. They've gone to Spurs and played well for 90 minutes and got a result.
They probably were on a high. But after 10 seconds, that all that high or all that confidence was shot.
It went.
Shot.
Yeah.
And that again for me, that's why. Like I don't want to defend it in a way, but that even Nick
Reedy,
said
you can't defend it. Sorry,
goal,
you can't defend it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that first goal, even Nick said the lucky bounce and the lucky ball. Like you won't see that many times.
It wasn't
in
the Premier League.
Seen that in the Premier League. I'm sorry.
You don't let the ball bounce.
You don't let
the ball bounce. You don't let the ball bounce on the edge of the 60, on the edge of the 18.
No, I'm just saying that ball was like pinpoint perfect for that ball to run through on goal with.
It was
the
just
player.
it was just a launch ball. Samari missed it. It was like you said earlier when I said about I'd rather go down fighting, and you said, "Oh, just want it hoofing up." That's all they did. All they did was hoof it forward to try and get a flicker.
I get it. I do get it. I think, like I say, the confidence for me was there in the players. I'm not saying in the game. I'm saying before the game. I feel like, of course, they're going to have high. Like they've just beat Spurs and they fought out a brilliant win. They're not going to go into this game thinking, no, we're not going to try today. We're not going to try. There obviously were, but after being 2-0 down in 6 minutes, that's what changed, and that's what for me said, do you know what? That sort of game is not going to happen many times in the Premier League history. Like it's not. How quick it happened for me, it was just I was gobsmacked the way it happened because it was just like we're already losing a fight now. So,
Mr. Six Hitter's come in. Craig has come in again. Head the bloody thing. A 6'4" defender cannot head the thing. Yeah. Why was Sumari? Yes, I know he's a unit and a half, but why was he on Beto at that moment in time? Surely Vestergaard should have been there. Should have been watching the flight of the ball. Should have been, or Faye should have been there just to knock him out the way or something. Just to. But then there's no communication. There's no. When a new manager comes in, he would have seen that we'd conceded. By the way, Rude's conceded more goals in the same amount of games as Cooper. In the 11 games, Rude's conceded 26, Cooper conceded 20, and he's got 3 less points. Just bear that in mind. Rude should have come in and looked at the defence first and thought, right, this is what we need to do. Get the defence sorted. And what's he done? He's still playing the same people the same players that were in the team.
Playing the same formation as well. It's not made any attempt to change it.
He's not got the players either, though.
I was going to say,
he's not been backed.
If you take Vestergaard or Faze out, or even both of them, who are you playing? The only two is Cody and Coley, and what's that? That's not really improved much, in my opinion.
But that's the only combination we're not used.
You could use a back three, like me and Phil were saying last night. You could use.
I'm not disagreeing. Like it could be a change. And Rude even said after the Fulham game that he has to rework things and change it up a bit. And in my opinion, he did against Spurs. He didn't go from passing around the back from the keeper. He every keeper kick, it went long. Like he did change a few things. I know people might think, yeah, he's still playing around the back and whatnot, but there is ways you can change your game without fully changing the system or style or anything. But again, I don't want to come on here and basically be the only one saying we need to keep Gruden. And I know I might be, but I don't know why. I don't know what people can't see anyway. In my opinion, say we have been playing better under Rude, and the points just haven't come, and it's just annoying because I feel like we've deserved more points than we have on the Rude.
But doesn't that tell you, Reedy, that these group of players that we've got aren't good enough to his style?
Before Rude came in, I was like, these players are good enough to stay in the league because I didn't think Cooper was
because of the Cooper mentality, the Forest mentality.
No, because I think we weren't getting the most out of the players. I think now, while Rude's come in and we've got to see the likes of El Canoe shining and stuff like that. Yes, he's not been scoring goals, but he's showing how good quality he can be. Now we're not getting the wins when we are playing well. I am starting to see that these players might not be good enough, and I think it's getting to the point where they are not good enough.
I was telling you that at the beginning of the season that 17th is the play, and everyone else would go, "Oh no, we've got a decent enough team, but for 10th, 12th, 11th, 10th, maybe."
I agreed with you, Jamie.
And I said 17th. I said 17th. That's what we're looking for, and I do not see as anything. We're in a relegation battle. And then as soon as they got Cooper, I thought, "Oh yeah, he'd be able to keep us in." And then I was asked a question at the beginning of the season that they astounded the answer. That if we'd gone down, would you keep Cooper? And I said, yes, we would. We should keep Cooper if we'd gone down, because I think he'd have done well in the Championship. But I honestly don't think we'd have got relegated under Steve Cooper. We'd have finished.
I still think 17th. We would have, mate. I don't think it matters whoever the manager is, that you're not getting a tune out of that group, whoever it's Steve Cooper or it isn't.
But we never look like we're going to lose like we have been losing just recently under Cooper. Yes,
but the performances were crap under him.
Hey, but Cooper, we didn't look like we were going to win.
But at least we look like
we don't under Rude.
We don't under Rude. We look even less likely to win under Rude.
Majority of games for me, out of like the 10 or whatever games he's had, for me, over half of them were games where we could have got something out of them. But mistakes cost us.
We've not had a full 90 minutes performance all season.
Man City, no one gave us a chance. Villa, no one gave us a chance. Wolves, we got stuffed.
Do you mean no one gave us a chance?
What, against Man City, Liverpool and Villa? All I kept hearing was, "Oh, we've got a tough fixture list. We've got a tough fixture list. We play everyone twice. We play everyone twice."
I said the fact of if you name them 4 teams when we had that Newcastle, Liverpool, Man City, and Villa, I said yes, no one should expect anything. But the way we played against majority of them, we deserved points at least in 3 of them. Newcastle maybe not. But Villa, we deserve to draw out of. Man City, we deserve to get something out of.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. I'm
saying we looked good against them teams and we didn't get anything out of them. And I get the points are the main reason of the facts. But I'm saying that majority of the games, other than like the 3 I mentioned in Fulham, Wolves, and Everton, yes, we might have not had a full 90 minutes, but the time we have been on top against like Palace. We should have made more from it. And that's where I will say the quality isn't there, because you can't play 45 minutes having 10 shots on goal and get nothing from it. You can't.
I mean, this is I got Rude's list, how he encourages people to play. I got his script from yesterday's game.
Blank piece of paper.
A blank bit of paper. There's no encouragement, no nothing. There's no fight. There's no spirit. That was his tactics yesterday. A blank bit of paper, and it has been a lot of the tactics. There's no. Please tell me his style of football. Someone tell me Rude's style of football.
We're not managing, mate. We can't tell you.
That's what I mean.
How it's but the way we play and the way we attack, in my opinion, is better than what it has ever been under Cooper, in my opinion.
I think it's just what I seem to see, I think, is more possession-based without any real purpose to our attack. That's what I'm seeing at the moment.
I was very much on the fence when Cooper went out. When Cooper got the sack, I had moved from Cooper in to on the fence. I was never completely over that fence. I was very close to going on it. No, you might be confused, Scott, but you go back. I was never completely Cooper out. When he went, fair enough. That was the decisions that was made. I was never completely out. I was still on the fence. I had moved from being in to on the fence, but I'm not like one of these that was waving the flags like we'd won the FA Cup when he left. But then everyone wished for Rude. Now look what you've wished for, and now look what you've got. That's the same.
I am just looking at all these comments. I'm so glad that I'm still a guy who actually wants to back Rude in a way, because it looks like everyone right now wants to get rid of him.
Reedy, totally disagree with you. You watch what I said last night about Rude. You watch what I said on.
I'm not watching it. I'm not saying it. It just feels like at least someone is there to not support them, but try and say that something is positive coming up.
Under Cooper, right? Here is another one. Under Van Nistelrooy, we've scored 8 goals. Under Cooper, we've scored 16 goals. There you go. See, everyone's shocked at that. Even Reedy can't answer that.
I'm not shocked.
We scored 16 goals under Cooper.
I'm not shocked. We got goals against lower teams, mate. And yes, I know we've not scored against Everton while we've got Rude. I know we've not scored against Wolves while we have Rude. But
Dyche.
We didn't look like we were winning against with Cooper. Again, I don't want us to go all the way back to why we not kept Cooper and whatnot. Because
there's comments here. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Let me try and find it. I asked the difference. Where is it? I can't remember. And he says, we have to go all the way back to when Cooper was here. But then people are...
I agree. I don't know why we are.
There it is. Deluded Jamie. Cooper is the reason we are in this shit. Look at the crap he bought in pre-season.
I agree with the transfer side of things, but I'm not blaming Cooper for us being in the relegation zone right now.
I don't agree. I don't think it's Cooper's fault that we brought in bloody Oliver Skip for 25 million, IU for 6 million. I don't blame Cooper.
And we beat Bournemouth. And Bournemouth beat Forest last week.
And by the way, our only clean sheet was under Cooper.
Yeah, our only clean sheet was under Cooper against Bournemouth.
Shouldn't have been that. Shouldn't
have
have
the clean sheet since.
Doesn't matter. We still, like Phil says, the whole club is a mess. The whole club is a mess from the top to bottom. There's no transparency at all anymore. It is totally
silent.
Like me and Phil were saying last night, 15 years ago, there was some empathy with the club and the fans and the players. Now, all of a sudden, we were talking about the Stoke game when we drew 0-0 and got relegated to League One. It's missing. There is nothing there. That was probably the last time the players actually had tears in their eyes when they went down. Stearman.
But what do you think how the confidence was when you go into a game and you're 2-0 down within 6 minutes? I get the point of it. Whoever, I don't know who to pinpoint blame on, but if you're 2-0 down in 6 minutes, how are you expected to have like the belief and confidence? You should. I get that, but the way we're in the moment,
when you're 2-0 down after 6 minutes, there's only one person you can blame. That's the manager. He's meant to instruct. Yes. You can't. So he's meant to get them going. He's meant to be the leader.
Yeah, and he was ready to, and they probably were. And they probably were
in the trenches behind him, ready to go. Simple.
And they probably were. They probably were.
The team before that game was meant to be, come on, get up and get at them, get going for them. They don't like it up and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they probably were. We don't know that. We don't know that, but I'm saying they probably were up for it.
What do they do in the meetings?
10 seconds, they just within 10 seconds, all that effort and belief was sucked out of them.
What do they do in the Hotel Seagrave? Oh, sorry, not hotel. The training ground, not a hotel, isn't it? Sorry, I forgot. It's a training ground, not a hotel. What do they do there all week? What do they do there all week? It's a spa, isn't it? Really, Ryan? What do they do there all week?
They're just having their flip flops on already. One's like they're on their holidays. That's it.
Who? Back to Beaver Drive. Yes, I really wish it was. Who picks the team? That's Rude doesn't show any passion whatsoever. Looks absolutely lost on the touchline. I think he does look lost. Reedy, I know I'm picking on you a lot, Reedy. I'll ask all three of you, but I'll start with Reedy because I think he's got the arse with me at the minute. When Rude came in, did you think, oh great, that's it, we're staying up? What was your actual real thoughts about it, Reedy?
No, I never was like, oh, we're staying up with him. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought, yes, this football's going to get better to watch and whatnot, which, in my opinion, it has. People are going to disagree with me, but majority of the games, we have looked like we've got a chance in winning most of them. But I knew it was going to be tough for him. I know I know you're going to say you can't say fixtures, but when he came in, other than that Brentford game, which obviously he didn't manage, and the Newcastle one, which I will mention, we did have a lot of players out for that. The game, no, but it is true. When you've lost out on certain players, it is a tough ask, and you're asking Chardry and players like that to come in to
Chardry won man of the match yesterday for Sheffield United. He got man of the match for Sheffield United. I know he's in the Championship, but they're in the top.
No, I get that. I get that.
Man of the match yesterday for Sheffield United, and he's gone.
I'm just saying the fixtures that we looked at after Rude came in, we were saying that, in my opinion, Cooper wouldn't have done any different. In my opinion, we wouldn't have got anywhere more points than what we did with Rude anyway. So I don't know. It is going to be a tough ask to stay up this season now. I mentioned to you before we went live that looking at the fixtures coming up in the next 10 games after the Arsenal game at home, which again probably won't get anything out of, but if you get a draw or even a win, fantastic. But the West Ham and Brentford game now are the major games where you have to get something out of before you play about 6 or 7 games in a row of top 7 or 8 teams in the league. So every game's gonna be tough, but I still have confidence in saying that if we just need to get more points than 1 or 2 other teams. And unfortunately, Wolves got a win over Villa yesterday, but for me that's the same as us beating Spurs. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, we've got to look for the positives out of it.
I agree with Alan here. There should have been changes made at half time when we're 3-0 down. He made the right changes at definitely the wrong time. Nick,
Agreed.
do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that it, Nick? You're not going to say anything else, Nick, about that just yet?
I just nodded. I said, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
What's this? This is a clickbait channel. Seagrave was great when they were going for Europe. Now it's tough for you. No, Richard. See, Richard, yeah, right, okay then, right.
I think,
Richard, if you've been watching, and if you're a real person instead of a made-up name, you would have seen me moaning about Seagrave since day one, absolutely day one. So don't go and say this is a clickbait channel. This is a stream like last night. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, Richard. This is not a clickbait channel. You watch, since that Seagraves has been here for 3 or 4 years, I have been saying it's the wrong thing to have out there. Absolutely wrong.
Well, if you think about it, the main thing about the Seagrave right now is every player that comes in, when and if players do come in, they mention in their interviews that first 2 or 3 lines, the training ground's exceptional.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that matter about joining a club?
Yeah. So, Richard,
why is that the main thing about joining a club?
If you're a real person or whoever you are, then please go back and see that what I've been saying for the last 4 years since we've had that training ground. But cheers for watching anyway. There's always other channels you can go and watch if you fancy it. Just one thing I want to go before we finish, Ryan. The keeper situation. Mads, he was number 1 keeper, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think it was right for him to come in? Because for me, he looked, yes, he is number 1 keeper, and I totally agree him coming back in. But do you think it should have come in at that time against Everton, or do you think he should have been waited till the Man U game, which is an FA Cup game and not the most important game of the season? I would have fault for any of the goals. Not saying that it was at fault for any goals. Not like
I'll say there's no reason. There's no difference.
Fault, no.
Either way, players came in. Yeah, it was. We're still going to lose it.
But do you think should have gone Jacob because he was a bit ring rusty and stuff like that, and where Jacob had played quite well and probably won us the game?
Yeah, I think for me, I would have saved Mats for next week, for Friday night against Man U. I thought he looked rusty yesterday, and I thought it was really harsh on Stolicek not to be playing because he was man of the match last week.
Yeah. Nick, are you agreeing with that? That yes, like I said, he's number 1 keeper. Yes, he should play, but I think in an important game like that, after getting man of the match, should have waited 1 more week, maybe.
Well, both me and you said on text before kickoff that it was harsh on Starchick to get dropped, but you get it. It's
Yeah.
it's hearsay. You look back on it now, maybe it was the wrong call to hoist Starchick out, because let's be fair, he's done exceptional since he's come into the squad.
Yeah. Oh, Lee,
Especially-
I'm not. Hold on a minute, Nick. I'm not disagreeing with it that he should have started. Yes, he's our number one keeper, but I just think it might have been better to start next week and let Mads, because he had such a good game. But like I say, I'm not saying he was at fault for any of the games, but maybe just a little bit rusty. That was all.
There
Go
was
on then,
no. Sorry, yeah, go on, Nick.
No, it's okay. You go, Reader. Go on.
No, I was just saying that either way, like I said on our tactics talk, it doesn't matter who's in that goal. It wouldn't, like, for me, both of them filled me with confidence in the fact of if we won the game, majority of the time would have been from them having amazing saves like we did against Spurs. So either way, the best thing about it is we've got two keepers and two goalkeepers now who are very high level, for me, quality Premier League quality players. So hopefully, even if we do lose Mads, whenever it is, or if it happens, then we know we've got a backup in Stolarczyk to back up for him.
Knowing this club, they'll sell Jacob and Hermansen and we'll be left with Danny Ward.
Probably.
Probably. I'm not even going to do man of the match, because I don't even. Oh, I'll do man of the match. Come on, let's have a bit of fun. Get your comments in for man of the match. Everyone, I want to know your man of the match, because I don't even know who to have for man of the match, to be honest. Yes, Baz, it was the fans. Well, yeah, you could put the fans.
The fans for going.
Yeah, Nick's LCFC Grays agreeing with you there. The back four, Terence. Oh, what's that? Sorry. The back four, still Maresca style, not good enough, yeah. Sell up top. I can't see top selling up, because, like I was saying last night, it needs at least 400 or 500 million, half £1 billion. Someone's got to come up with that. Peter Hamilton, no, not me, pal. But thanks. The ref, you can't even moan about the ref. The ref had a pretty good game, actually.
He didn't, yeah.
Phil Holloway saying the boss, yeah. The fans, everyone's going for the fans. Gray Richardson, Rudkin, I'm not quite sure of that. Craig Hendry's gone for no one. El Canoes is Alan Measham has gone for El Canoes. Yeah, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Playing Wout and Vestergaard is too slow. Yes, we've been saying that all the time. Phil's gone for Reedy. I'm not sure why he's just picked out one particular fan. I could think of some other fans. The mascot, Moyes should play the fans back. The coach drivers, the coach drivers would have been great. The pie seller would have probably made a fortune of pies, but they actually ran out of sausage rolls, I think, so I've been told. The physio for making Mads back after getting for massaging Mads back after getting the ball out 4 times. But yeah, Vestergaard needs a Zimmer frame. Mark's going for Wilf. It's a hard one, isn't it, lads? It's a hard one to call this one.
Those deserve a refund.
I love the fact that people are going at Vestergaard and Faze rightfully in a way from this week, but after the performances last week, in my opinion, they were faultless. So it feels like one week and the next week's absolutely shit the bed. Blame
I don't agree with that, Reader. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. Fassel and Vestergaard have been not brilliant at best. Yes, they can have one good game here and there, like Spurs.
I wasn't. No, I'm saying from last week to this week, it's like, FaZe was brilliant, and now it's. Which
That's
again,
the biggest bomb scare we've got on the books since Sol Bamba was here. You've got Vestergaard, who's got about as much pace as a sloth, and we all said this in the summer. As soon as he comes up against somebody that's quick, he's knackered.
Really, that's the boss. Go on, Ryan. Go on.
Can I just say something? About the second and the third goals. What I don't get is why we're playing a high line where we've got 2 centre halves that are so slow. It's an utter embarrassment.
It is. It's so utter embarrassing. It really is. Reedy, I want to answer that one, please, pal. Was there many fans still there? Did many leave, or?
I think there was about half left.
Aggie, did you go yesterday? Did you leave?
I was there to the end.
Did Aggie stay to the end? He's normally a loyal fan. He will stay.
I can't remember.
There weren't many players that came up to applaud the fans that
no, the only 2 or 3 I think was Mads, and AU, but AU was getting absolutely lambasted because he had yet again had a very poor performance. But like
And you
other
said
players as
something
well.
about yesterday, Jamie, them having a ruck in the tunnel at full time.
Yeah, that was Phil. That I haven't seen any videos of that at all, so I
No,
don't
I've
know
not.
whether that's. I think that might have been nothing. Somebody just making
Because
something out of nothing.
if that's the case, though, that's alarm bells ringing there and then, isn't it?
See, I said this, Tony, last week. We rode a look a little bit against Spurs last week, but no one picked me up on it at all. I thought that as well. I really did.
I wouldn't say the first half wasn't great, but yeah, only 2 replays game. Yeah, of course he would. They just lost 4-0. No one,
No,
would,
but
no
they
one,
should
none of the players would.
whether they got battered 4-0 or they won 1-0, they should at least thank the likes of you, really, and the rest of them that made the trip up, up
Yeah.
north.
That's
And
But
appreciate the support.
But I will mention the fact that a lot of our fans in that corner were all shouting, "You're not fit to wear the shirt." So, in my opinion, fair enough for not coming over.
Can you blame them? You've paid your money. You've paid your money.
I do not
expecting a
agree.
performance. You're expecting a performance.
I'm not expecting a performance. I'm hoping for a good performance.
All right, effort then.
Yes.
I don't care. You can be the most amazing player in the world, right? Or you can be as useless. But when you're wearing that Fox, all I ever ask for is effort and trying. There was none of that yesterday.
I get it, but the only thing I don't agree with is saying that, because I don't think I always think, I even said it before to Jamie, I think every game players don't go out there unless there is certain reasons why not to even try. But I think players do all the time want to go out there to try. But the way the game went yesterday and being 2-0 down, that did not help one single bit. And I get the point of it was our mistakes and whatnot, but don't. There's certain players for me that I don't think, why would they go out for no reason and just
Agree, Mark.
lose a game.
Agree with that. Players need to man up and face the fans.
Yeah,
Even if it means
100%.
even if it means, Ryan, go and have a face-to-face stand there talking to the fans.
Yeah, at least go over there and appreciate their support. That's
Even
all
talk
they
to them,
should be
find out
doing.
what their feelings are, because Leicester, the fans are the lifeblood. If we didn't pay our money, they wouldn't stand a cat and hell's chance.
I remember Martin O'Neill when we got tanked at Leeds away, and he came over to the fans and he said to the fans, "You'll never, ever, ever see a performance like that under my care again."
You know, I think you're getting mistaken with the Sheffield United game. I think it was.
Yeah, it was Sheffield United. Yeah,
no, it was a home game. We lost 2-0. The fans were going absolutely crazy. Martin O'Neill went outside. There was a big protest outside. Martin O'Neill went outside. And
Reedy's lost.
And he went, right, you and you, or I'll pick you and you, come in and we'll have a chat. And he actually sat down and had a chat with the fans in the old Filbert Street, in the old boardroom at Filbert Street. That wouldn't happen today. That wouldn't happen.
I've got a monkey in my head clapping his fingers in my head.
What, Martin O'Neill?
No, me, I haven't got a clue what you're on about. So I've just got that meme of the monkey clapping his clappers.
Yeah, the people know what I'm on about. Nick knows what I'm on about. I think Ryan's just about old enough to know what I'm on about.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
But that's what we need. We need some interaction. The silence is deafening from the club. I know it's not the best. I know they don't give away a lot anyway, but the silence is deafening. And yes, that's the one. Yeah, what an awful game that was. Didn't Walshy give a penalty away, I think, and he just went. But then we went on a run where we didn't lose till the end of the season. So it did work in the end. But yeah, I'm going to leave it on there. We've sort of talked it to death a bit. We need Ben. Don't say that, because I get ripped to shreds about that. Don't start going about Nigel Pearson. I would love him back. I would love him to be back in some capacity, like you said. Even if it was assistant director of football or even director of football, I would love Nigel Pearson. Maybe not as manager. That would be probably a bit.
That's not going to happen, is it? Because you got Rookie injured, mate.
No, I know, but yeah, what an era. We need a Martin O'Neill type of, or we need a Martin. Oh, he's right. Oh, I thought he put O'Neill. Great show. Yes. So, please, Big Nige back. Everyone, yeah, I've started something here. I shan't start it now. I could go on hours about Nigel Pearson. Bring back Big Nige. Pearson still recovering. So still pissed. He could sit behind a desk. What does John Rudkin do? John Rudkin sits behind a desk, barking out commands and sitting in the ground. He can manage that, surely. Big Nige, director of football. Not quite sure. Dyche in, to be sure. Quick question. Rude in or out? Oh, Aggie's asked it because he was probably sitting. Yeah. Oh, this is a tough question to end on. This is.
No, it's not.
Everyone,
It
hold on a minute.
it
Hold on a minute.
doesn't matter.
Hold on a minute, lads. Everyone in the chat, Aggie's asked a very a decent opinion. No, that's wrong. A decent question here. I want you to put in or out if you want Rude in or out. That's what I want to know. There's a lot of we'll start with Ryan. Ryan, are you in or out? You can be 50-50 if you want. You can be on the fence if you want.
I'm not seeing anything drastically change, but do I think it's worth sacking him? I say no. I'm still leaning towards Rude in.
Right. This is very 50-50 here. Now, you've got to remember, I never asked this question. So don't start saying, oh, Jamie on Leicester Fan TV started in or out chat. This was Aggie Frith that asked this question. So let's just get it right. But it's a decent question. So what did you say? Sorry, I was looking at the comments, Ryan. What did you just say then? Sorry.
I said Rude in.
In. You were in.
Yeah.
Right. What about Nick? Go on, Nick. There's a lot. It's a very 50-50 here at the minute, and there's a lot of Rudkin and Rude out in that order.
It doesn't matter who you get in. The players are still going to be the same, and you've not got the tools to do your job. Cooper wasn't backed. Rude's not been backed. Maresca wasn't backed. Brendan Rodgers wasn't backed.
So
it's
are
the
you
same
sitting on the
group
fence?
of players. There's no what's the point? But we are a sinking ship, and until the Rudkin at the top and all that lot get gone, nothing is going to change.
Yep. Completely agree.
Still makes it's very 50-50. Aggie, good question there, mate. Cracking question. I think you ought to come on one day, Aggie. 8 Reedy, Matthew Bond, 8 losses out of 9, doesn't need to answer. Do you agree with that? Most other clubs would have got rid of a manager losing 8 out of 9. What are your thoughts?
I'm in, mate.
You're in.
Yeah, nothing more to say about it.
Tesco John, he always catches me while I'm eating a sausage roll in Tesco's for some reason. He always catches you, looking like he's spying on me. He's out. Paul is in. Scott is in. Reedy, you said in, didn't you? Reedy cracks me up. Hold on. Reedy cracks me up. Whose fault were the goals? You can never blame Vestergaard, yeah. Michael Leeson is out. Baz Scooby Adcock it's upstairs.
Thing is, so the one thing I will mention when people say that Rude's got no experience or no knowledge about stuff because he's not really been in a managerial experience other than PSV. What about Enzo? I know he's championship, but for me, if we don't start Rude and we do go down, I think there's every chance that Rude could bring us up because he plays the same sort of system as Enzo. But no one at the start when we brought Enzo in backed him to be like the fact. Like, don't get me wrong, of course we backed him, but we were like, why have we gone for him over Scott Parker or thingy because he's got no experience? Like, I don't know. I just want to be on the positive side of things and think there's every chance we still have a chance of staying up. But
we go down, mate. We're not going back up like we did last time.
Oh no, I'm not
sanctioned
No,
to
I
hell
don't
by the EFL.
I'm not saying we will. I'm just saying we will. I'm just saying that I'm just trying to state the fact of Enzo. We didn't give a chance. We didn't give a chance at the start because we said that he had no experience. That's the same thing with Rude.
Reedy, are you back in the office tomorrow?
I am, mate. Yeah.
Oh God, Phil, dread to think what the office is going to be like tomorrow for you lot. Anyway, Ryan, we're not going to talk about the Man U game. We're going to let Phil talk about that. Simon and Jono and the tactics talk on there. So, Ryan, cheers for joining us, pal. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again soon, mate.
You're welcome.
Cheers, pal. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
Managed to sneak in again. That's 2 Sundays on the trot, Nick. You've made it. You're doing well here, pal. Doing very well.
Well,
you nearly become
nobody
a
else
regular.
kicks the link.
You'll get a medal soon, won't you? You'll be having a medal for loyalty.
It's about the only thing that is loyal.
We'll have to start doing badges. Number 1 fan. Top fans. That's what. Oh, not top fans, because that's wrong, isn't it? Saying top fans on there. Nick, we shall see you again through the week, mate. Big up.
There you go, mate.
There we go. What are you smirking at? Reedy might be controversial, but at least he goes to away matches.
I'm joking.
And supports this rubbish. No, I tell you what. No, honestly, I've said this before, and I'm not just snugging up to Reedy here and kissing his behind. The away fans deserve a lot of credit for going week in and week out to the away games. They travel, they pay their money, they have to sit on buses. How long was it yesterday? 3 hours to Liverpool, was it? I'm not sure.
It took a lot longer back because we were stuck in Liverpool for about an hour. But yeah.
They have to go Newcastle, you have to go Bournemouth, they go Man U on a Friday night.
The one place I'm not paying my money for, it's Friday night next week.
But yeah, you could be able to do a watch along then, won't you, pal? Only joking.
No, I'll be in the pub, mate. I'll be in the pub for once, getting a few down there.
But yeah, the away fans are literally the lifeblood of the club. They travel. They deserve all the credit they get for going. I wouldn't give them any. I wouldn't be disloyal to them by not saying that. I think a lot of the away fans that go week in, week out, got back at the KP at 8:30. So that's 3.5 hours after kickoff, after full-time whistle. What time did you get back, Reader?
I got back at my house about 9.
Oh, that's not too bad then. Yeah, Phil, that's something that we can't disagree on, unfortunately. Reedy does take credit for that, and his comments are 100% valid. Maybe not right, but they are valid.
People don't agree with me. I get that, but in my eyes, I see what I see, and like say some players say that certain players did well yesterday, certain people won't. It's all about opinions and whatnot. Like I say, I didn't say my man of the match, but I thought El Khanous was the only one trying. I thought El Khanous was the only one trying, and I think he never not try. So for me, yeah, it's just annoying.
This is what Bertie Button has said. The only way Top will take notice is if the fans stop going. Well, we had 5,000 tickets. 5,000 tickets for the Man U game, didn't there? Now we've only got 2,000. Was it 10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Gone down to 1.
Well, I think it's like 180 or something. So that's proving a point, that is. But I think that's to do with how much money Man U are charging more than anything. Radio Reedy. Cheers, pal. Thanks a lot, mates. Much appreciated.
Bye-bye.
And we shall see you. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window, mate. Be good.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Nick, Foxes hit. Foxes fan in Hong Kong here. Staying up till God knows hours watching the games this year. Have been absolute pain. Hope we get out of this rut soon. Yes, I think we'll all agree with that. What you see at the actual game and on TV, yes, it can be sometimes totally different whatsoever. It really can. Right then, lads and lasses, it's been much appreciated once again for joining me on the original Leicester City Sunday morning football show. Much appreciated. So all I've got to say is, hold on a minute, let's just get rid of that first. Oops, that one. All I'm going to say, got some homework for you first. Please like and share whatever platform you're watching on. Anything, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. If you're watching on LinkedIn, I don't think many people watch on LinkedIn, but if you're watching on LinkedIn, just give it a bit of a tickle on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed on anything, give us a bit of a tickle on the subscribe button. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So it's ciao, adios, goodbye. Totes been. There goes the final whistle. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.